lychee and the breakfast table. This pickle tuna is banging. Good morning, my love. Welcome to day 3 in Japan. I'm currently just doing my morning gua sha. It's only done a little bit, but can you really tell the difference between this and this one? It's a lot less, like, it's more structured, you know? And I've got a facial oil on. So this one is the True Skincare Certified Organic Rehydrating Rosehip and Rosemary facial oil. So it's like this. So I put 3 drops all over my face, and then I just go with this little tool and do a upwards movement here between this little bone and then here, and then I go like this and I go down like that. I went for another morning dip at 7 AM today in the onsen at the hotel. Obviously couldn't film it, but it was so nice. It's actually even nicer in the morning because you've got that morning chill in the air and you're just like freezing as you walk out, obviously like fully nude, and then as soon as you go into the hot water, feels so good, but I just get hot very quickly. Washed my hair, had some breakfast downstairs, and now I'm packing to head to the second hotel in Hakone. I'm finished doing that, and then I'll speak to you in a little bit. Just checked out and going back on the same route over to the main stops to head to the second hotel because the weather is really rainy and gloomy today. The sightseeing cruise I originally wanted to book is now not available, so we're going to work around it and see what else I'm going up to. Now on the ropeway, and the staff are so nice and they wave you when the doors close, but this will get us to the next stop, and then from there it's a replacement bus back to Suzanne, but it's very slow. Normally when you go on here, if it's on a clear day, you can see Mount Fuji, so it doubles up as like a sightseeing cable car or ropeway, but today it's another misty day, so I'm just going to show you what I can see. Oh, and if you have the Hakone Free Pass, then all of these different routes are included. I think it includes 8 different modes of transport, so it includes cable car, ropeway, bus, replacement bus, trains, everything. So just show them that, make sure you have it on you at all times, and then away you go. We're going, and actually it's a lot clearer than yesterday. Let me show you. I'm headed back to Owakudani to get the connecting cable car to Gora, where I'll be staying for the night before heading to Hakodate in Hokkaido tomorrow. Though there wasn't a view of Mount Fuji, seeing this mist and fog felt so special, and there's even more reason to return during spring, summer or autumn to see this. Any excuse. You're meant to come to Owakudani for the views and for the black egg that's been boiled in the onsen hot spring water here. Can't quite see the view, it's a bit of a misty day, so I'm going to move on to the next stop. Look at the selection of drinks. I found one that says shushu. It's a sparkling rice sake, and if you come here they also have a bunch of local beers, IPAs. I think this is really cool packaging. They've got this Nyang cup, I'm not sure what that is. Souvenirs here as well, so if you want to get something that's like a local speciality, then this is a good place. Look, honey flavoured umeboshi, maple flavour, ooh, sea kelp flavoured umeboshi. You can also get lots of different types of mochi and have a look at what they look like, and it's filled inside as well. Ooh, look at what I've just found. Hot spring water peach tea with pulp, hot for 470 yen. Look, they also do this like fruit smoothie with candy floss, steamed bread and coffee. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. I don't normally like fruit teas, but this is so delicious. It's got the peach pulp mixed in. You can taste like little bits of peach, and it's sweet. Oh, so they've got a little bit more than just like a flavoured tea. So yummy. Oh, and it's made with onsen water. Oh, there's a mini hot spring by Gora station. It's not for drinking, but it's good to wash your hands or warm up after being out in the cold. About to check into Hakone Tent, and you can see the mist behind me from the onsen. It's an onsen guest house in Gora. Look.
Now we're creating the pasta.
I'm at the apartment, and Hakone Tent also offer dormitories because there's also a hostel. But this apartment, oh my gosh, this would be my dream apartment. Imagine how much this would cost in London though. You've got a kitchen area, you've got a teppanyaki board. I think I've said that right, teppanyaki board, I think. And then there's a little raised area, like balcony here, where you can just sit back, have a drink, enjoy the view. There's a dinner table in the middle or workstation, and also the tatami floor in a raised platform to put all your bedding as well. Separate bathroom, and the 2 different onsens here. So one is available to be booked with a capacity of 4 to 5 people, and you just put a little magnet with your room number or apartment, and then people will know. And then when you go in, you just close the door, put the little like drawstring over the top, and then you can use it for 40 minutes. And there's also the Cypress bath, which is public and is a maximum capacity of 2 people, 1 to 2 people, and that one is just first come first serve. So if the door is open, you're free to go in. If the door is closed, it has a little ropeway over it. But inside the Hakone Tent, you can also enjoy some food there. They have some drinks there, so you've got local drinks and sake and beers. They've got music, a little hammock. It is just so chill. I love places like that so much, and the team are really lovely as well. But I decided to book the apartment just for added privacy, and also I can just get on with some work in between the times and just chill. I love it here. After a quick refresh, it was time to head back to make the Hakone Open Air Museum and the Hakone Shrine before it closed at 5 p.m. Always keep your Hakone Free Pass on you, because as long as it's in date, it covers most public transports around the area. One short train ride away, I am now at the Hakone Open Air Museum. This was opened in 1969, and it is the first open air museum in Japan. There are over 100 pieces of work here, and it spans all across this piece of land. It's all outdoors as well. So happy it's still open despite the weather. And this visiting time is normally about 1 to 2 hours, and a ticket for an adult is 1,600 yen, so just over £10. But if you have your Hakone Free Pass, then you actually get a 200 yen discount, so this was actually 1,400 yen. You have to walk through this little ropeway, and it's moving around as you're doing it. If you're here, I really recommend the indoor exhibition with Picasso's work. I wasn't allowed any cameras inside, but it's a few of his collections, and it's well worth it. Yes. A 20-something minute bus ride later, I ride via the bus and I walk 15 minutes to the shrine. Hakone Shrine is free admission, but there's also a little museum and a treasure house for an extra 500 yen. And there's also the option for offerings and souvenirs too. There are a few large torii gates at Hakone Shrine, which one in particular overlooks Lake Ashi, but it was closed on this day for refurbishment. Back now from the shrine. It was so beautiful, and even in the rain it was just such a great experience. And actually I think the rain made it feel more special. So it was there just before closing time. It closes at 5 p.m, free admission, but you have to go about 15-minute walk from the bus stop through the town, and you go past these coffee shops and little like boutique shops, and it's really lovely. And it was actually very quiet. We had the whole place to ourselves because it was so close to the closing time. Then after that it was absolutely pouring it down with rain. It still is. Thought I would just have a very chill night because this is such a lush place that I've booked, that might as well just enjoy it and just have like a cozy night in, catch up some editing, some work. There's not many food places around here apart from a Nobu, so that's a different price point. So I decided to actually try the food at Hakone Tent as well because it was really highly recommended, and they do an Italian inspired menu. Ordinarily I probably wouldn't have pizza and lasagna if I'm in Japan especially, but there are no other options around. The reviews are good, the team are nice, and I'd rather all the funds go back directly to the team. Then I've booked the Onsen because that's also included in here, the private one, for $9.40 for 40 minutes, so I'll show you that. After dinner I popped down to Hakone Tent across the road for a quick drink before the onsen. It was super chill inside and a welcome escape from the rain. And then it was time for the onsen, so I booked this in advance on the day, so I had the entire bath to myself for 40 minutes and all the amenities. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash is included. It was hot and the water was milky rather than clear like the one from the previous night, and I could feel all the little minerals. But after a little soak, it was time for bed to travel to Hakodate tomorrow, so I'll see you then.